Hey everyone, welcome back to another Konflikt 47 battle report. This time it's some Japanese versus my Soviets, playing 1250 points in a Bolt Action Alliance mission. For those aren't familiar with the Bolt Action Alliance mission, this one in particular, it's 5 objectives. You get a 6-inch deployment, and you're just trying to scoop up as many of them as you can. So my opponent's list, this time around, I believe he took a bigger squad of the not zombies, broke them into 2 smaller ones, and I believe he added the battle frame anti-tank team this go around onto my list. So I ran a guards platoon, which does let you run two howitzers or 2 artillery pieces. So I did that. I believe that's the type of these should be both veteran. The vehicles can be regular. And onto our board setup. So I ended up picking the left-hand side, and yeah, so it's this nice little semi-urban kind of environment. Give us a nice little fight. Onto one. So this one will be pretty quick because we're just positioning. So, yep, his slow stuff started on the, starts in, and they kind of start walking up. Me, I had the artillery in place, and my slow guys moving up, and then just had to use the road to send him up as quick as I could. End up firing into him, and I think just put a pin on him. Which brings us to 2. So, yeah, right where we left off. So I scream him on up and firing him again. I don't believe I hit anything or did anything worth note, and then fired the MMG into here, and as you can see, I didn't kill anybody. So yeah, his setup, you see the zombies coming in, just doing their thing, shambling up, and my double LMG fire line here squad. So yeah, my thought was to use this to kind of just lock in this objective here. So return fire. Yeah, I believe he ends up firing, yeah, the Panzerschreck, but luckily it just bounced off. But yeah, not so lucky to be able to ignore the compression cannon or light compression cannon. So yeah, my T-34 pays for his aggressiveness. Yep, and you're just kind of seeing from the side, you see the zombies hanging out and kind of how he's moving into position here. Yep, and moving his zombies in, so they're not in the building yet. They're just right next to it, and just start stomping my my heavy guys in, coming around this way, and then the tears sprint up. So my goal was being to probably hop into this building here, but I was also debating running them around the ruins, but we'll see how that works out. And then on to just bringing in more reserves at this point. So Daughters of the Motherland coming in here in the middle, kind of keeping it where I can bring them either way. They're quick enough I can do something. But yeah, the squads are just either firing or just moving on the board. So it brings us on to 3. So yeah, jump them in to at least start attempting to do something with this objective here. If not, control that contestant. Feeling a little froggy, so bring the tears into the building. Both of them, they're on the ground floor. We just put them on the top unless there's a reason to. Yep, and you see now I'm getting to the point where we're starting to get a little bit later in the game, so I want to move, actually get some bodies on the objective. So at this point, like I said, I'm starting to realize the foolishness as the terrorists start taking their shots from everybody. Take a couple more, and then since the zombies in, and we put up a good fight, but yeah, we end up getting gobbled up. And meet your new owners. So yeah, like I said, we killed a couple, but not enough for it to matter. But at this point, partly keep them back and partly just to help locking the objective, I run the daughters into the building here. Idea being is to hopefully, if he goes onto the objective or anything, I have 2 very powerful shooting units that can just dump a ton of shots in. Starting to seem a little, as we get a little bit later, more aggressive. I believe this is my commissar, ran him up in here, just he's hiding out. No, I'm sorry, that's his dice. So yeah, that's the zombies you see moving up. Brings us to 4. So yeah, Yeah, he's bringing his troops up. Going to do a rinse repeat, I think, here, but luckily his numbers are getting low enough that I should be okay. Yeah, and even more guys come in. So yeah, now like as my goal, so I'm just stacked up a bunch of bodies on the objective. Um, Gives me some flexibility if I need to send a unit out to attack or whatever. At least I have some backup. Yeah, then a side just down the alley or side street here as things move up brings us on to 5. So you see, oh, kind of guess what's happening now. So everything is lining up against the daughters here. Yep, and he's starting to move. He's firing with his tank here into the building, and yeah, these guys are advancing. And then you see the zombies and flamethrower team sneaking up this way, or at least that was them last turn, and now they're diving in and gobbling up my LT. And then you see he just sends his zombies right on in, and we are lucky to well, he shot some, I believe, but yeah, we're lucky to still be in the building. I think she has like 3 or 4 pins at this point. Yeah, then he sends his Sexa squad in and takes the objective, or takes the building. So it brings us on to 6. So he's already planning ahead. So in case we have a 7, he's got his anti-tank rifle team here ready to dart out and take this objective here. Just a cool photo of them. The zombies at this point, this is where the commissar he snuck up. In case we run out of time or run out of turns, he couldn't see him and didn't want to bring his guys up enough to fire at him, because then he was afraid I was going to jump back, which I would have, or ran through him to contest his objective. So based on that, he moves his both units back to force me, if I am going to come out, or if I'm going to come straight, I'll be here in the middle, which can be assaulted or shot by both groups, and so pretty much makes it to where I don't have the movement to get around either unit. So just to stare down at the cool exo squads and heavy infantry. See the just kind of all the vehicle wrecks here. All right, and then the little last shot of the protecting ring of bodies around the objective brings us to the conclusion. So the Japanese were able to get a good win on this. Obviously, if we went to turn 7, it would have just been an even bigger win for them. But yeah, they were able to get 2 of the locations to the Soviet 1, and then the others were contested. So I was able to kill 3 units, 1 zombie unit, flamethrower team, and the light walker. He did eat up 4 of my units, being more expensive. So yeah, the daughters and terrors and the T-34ZP. So after this game, I keep trying to run this thing, and it just doesn't work for me. So I'll probably end up dropping that. But it was nice to get out and keep getting some more games in, and it was a really good time. I like the opponent, how he has his, he's always a fun time to play, and then has a good painted force and a good looking table, so it makes it for a real good time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good one.